Hello, and welcome to another Fishy Plant Man production. This is going to be all plant today. As you can see, well, if I get down here, yeah, the light is ramping down. It's about ready to turn off, so there's not really much light in the aquarium anyway. But this video is mainly focused on this Stratoscanthia, I think is the pronunciation, tangled up here with this golden pothos. It was just poked in here to grow or die. Last time that happened was over here with this Monstera Ansonii. I put a little cutting in there and said grow or die, and well, clearly decided to grow. So I did it again. But this little guy, gal, whatever, did something. Okay, yeah, it's a plant. Plants don't do a lot. Yeah, it bloomed. And I kind of thought that maybe that was more interesting than maybe it actually is. So I got some clips of that. But the first person I talked to that owns one was like, yeah, they bloom. And the bloom is nothing special. It seems to be a few hours of blooming and then it's done. So, yeah, the bloom's nothing special. And apparently the fact that it blooms isn't really anything special either. But when it was happening, I thought, maybe there's something to get excited about. Apparently not. But here we go. I'll show the clips. Like I said, I already realized that maybe I got a little excited for nothing. But I'll show the clips anyway, so that if you've never seen the bloom, you can see it. Alright, here we go. Okay, take 3. I'm going to see if I can get some filming conditions without rattly noises in the background. First I turned off the air to the 55. Now I've turned off the filter to one of the 10s. But yeah, I think it probably annoys people, so yeah. We'll start trying to get cleaner videos. Anyway, this isn't about, when I have to do a retake, even if this is take 3. This is about the flower. And no, not the algae in the background. I don't clean that. I can't really get to it without doing a lot of damage. And I try not to film over here. But over here is the only place this is happening. This bit of blooming behavior. And I'm sorry it keeps going in and out and, rocking with my hands. I'm trying to keep it fairly stable with the movement being, as fluid as possible. But, yeah. Anyway, yep, it's blooming. And it's a bit of Stratoscanthia, I think. Here's some leaves of it. It was put in the tank because it broke off of the pot. So I tossed it in the tank and I said, live in there or die in there. And when I do that, plants seem to do the best. Like in this case. That is, blooming behavior. I don't know if I've ever bloomed this plant before. I remember way back when I was a kid, living with my mom naturally. That's what kids do. I would bloom plants in my bedroom but they wouldn't bloom anywhere else in the house, really. So I would take some of my mom's plants into the bedroom, and when they bloomed, I'd take them back out, where they would promptly get mad after a day or two, blast their blooms, and she would have to wait for the next set. Sometimes I would, keep them in the room while they were blooming, the nicer ones. And she could enjoy them when she came in to yell at me to, feed the bird or something. She could always find something to yell at me about, Take the dishes back to the sink, or do the dishes, or take the dog out, feed the bird, something. There's always something. That's how moms are, right? Yeah. This is what I wanted to show you, though, is this bloom. And we'll see what else I can get in the video. Alright. Take 3. And unfortunately, after putting that paper up and getting distracted, trying a couple of times, this bloom is fading away by the minute. This is probably going to be the last chance I have to get, anything at all. Yeah. I just keep getting distracted. But this is my Stratoscanthia bloom, and it's pink. Here's the plant. This is the potted plant that cutting came from. Doesn't do real well in soil. It's pretty straggly, but here's some good leaves, in case I've got the name wrong, which is, not impossible. But yeah, I made a clip, and I'm sure that'll be somewhere in the video, of blooming behavior. And it was like just the female part of the plant. I don't want to try to come up with the term right now because I'll probably get it backwards. But yeah, it was just like the female part of the plant. No petals, no steeples, just that, on a red tip on a white shoot. But that died. I'm trying to keep it in focus. That died, and now there's this. Like I said, it opens up and looks a little bit better, except I've disturbed it, and then I've spent several minutes trying to get this video, and it's fading away. You can almost watch it fade away. So, kind of like it won't stay in focus. That's how it wants to fade away. But there it is. I've got it on video. There's that leaf again. So, yeah. I didn't know these bloomed. And I've grown this plant a fair amount, but I've never noticed it to bloom. The blooms seem rather short-lived on a good day. Of course, this is the only one I've ever had, and I did disturb it to get that piece of paper back there so you could see it better. But I don't think this bloom's going to last very long, disturbed or not. But yeah, there it is. I thought I would document it. It is, the Fishy Plant Man channel after all. And like I said, I've had this plant, I keep trying to mention, I've had this plant quite a lot, but it's never bloomed. It's occurred to me, I have only been giving my plants marine aquarium salt for, 8 or 9 years now. And much more recently than that, I started adding calcium with every watering. And, this is what I got. Aside from fish in the tank and their food, it's blooming. It gets, I think the timer's set for like 6 to 8 hours on this light over here. Sorry about those. There's the light. Shines across the 10-gallon. Another 1.5 feet. And it casts some shadows on here. There's that. Just trying to document everything. The room's about 77 degrees right now. So, anyway, there you go. Out of focus probably for 70% of the video, but there it is. Bloom on what I hope is a Stratoscanthia. Well, it's only been about an hour, and it may look like there's still a flower there, but it's collapsed, and it's done. Just part of a day. Now, maybe if I hadn't disturbed it and just filmed it, I would have got more. But, yeah. Just a couple of hours and it's done. Maybe next time I'll, do my best not to disturb it, and we'll see how long it lasts that way. Okay, I thought I would shoot this really quick. It's later in the day. We've been back to this for some time, but it just occurred to me, document the whole thing. So we are back to blooming behavior, as I called it. It's actually, the petals have fallen off, and now we're back to that red tip with the white stem. So that means that I missed the first bloom almost in its entirety. Okay, now we know. Okay, for the outro, we'll show this other one a little bit. I had to pull it out of the light. It started growing into the light. I thought, yeah, let's not grow that deeply into the light. So it's pretty light as it got really close to the light. Anyway, I just thought I would close with that. So I'll talk to you next time.